Hey there guys, today I'm coming at you with a different kind of video. For one, this video is scripted, so apologies in advance if I come off less casual, but after releasing my last discussion analysis style video, I figured it would be a good idea to make sure that everything is written down and just generally better thought out. Also, I'm still sick, so apologies for that as well. There is tons of misinformation going around about the PvP drama that people have been talking about lately. The mods, well, more accurately scripts that are going around. When I started writing the script for this video, there wasn't any videos put out, but as I was writing it, people were uploading stuff. So yeah, but the videos that have came out basically equate to like opinion pieces and just like reading the Reddit thread, and that isn't satisfactory for me. And that's not the reason why I want to make this video. I want to make this video to educate people, just because there is a lot of misinformation, and when the community is lobbying somebody for something, especially if you're trying to lobby Square to do something about this, then I think it's important that everybody has the right information. So today I'll be talking about hacking in Final Fantasy XIV. I'll be focusing primarily on the new PvP game mode Crystalline Conflict, but researching that has led me down this rabbit hole, so I intend to share with you guys what I discovered and exactly how powerful and dangerous the Final Fantasy XIV underground hacking community is. A couple of caveats as we get into the video. First off, I'm taking every effort to not disclose how to get your hands on these hacks. The last thing I want to do is introduce more people to these. This video is created to educate and inform. I was frankly shocked when I discovered what these bots and hacks can do. And with this new influx of people to the Final Fantasy XIV PvP community, there are issues that need to be addressed if that pillar of the game is going to succeed. This video is going to be broken down into several sections. First, I'm going to go over exactly what these hacks can do. Next, I'll discuss the community around these hacks and the way they approach and rationalize their behavior. And lastly, I'll put forward some ideas on how this can change and some obstacles that come up as well. So I came across the information of hackers appearing in Crystalline Conflict on Reddit. As of the time I'm writing this, the post has like 700 upvotes and 750 comments, so it's safe to say that people are abuzz with this issue. But something that caught my attention was the amount of just terrible misinformation in the comments. I don't frequent Reddit, so it's probably something I should expect, but the lack of general information surrounding the topic was surprising. By far the most common one was, "This is why XIV Launcher or Dalamud should have been banned years ago," which is the most common terrible take. The developer of both XIV Launcher and Dalamud has actually came out with a statement that I'll put on screen here, and you can pause and read it. I use XIV Launcher, and I also use custom add-ons, and I also use the third-party repository browser. So I can see all of the repos that people have actually created, and none of them have an effect on PvP at all. So what is it that people are using? Well, like I said, I'm not going to be naming any specific programs, but it is a client that is tailor-made for the seedy underbelly of Final Fantasy. Believe me when I say there is not a legitimate morsel in the entirety of the software. The PvP is only the tip of the iceberg, with tools like automatic questing and Eureka and crafting and like a full pipeline from harvesting items to putting them up on the market board. People download this software and they are able to purchase individual add-ons for it from anywhere from like a couple dollars to like 40 or 50 just for a bot script. This video is going to be focusing on the primary way that people are using those to cheat, and this is with two toolkits that work in tandem with one another. So one toolkit automates the combat, so all you have to do is walk around and your character will perform the optimal actions, more or less. Target the proper people, switch off of people with their guard up. The other reacts to the behavior of other players. So, for example, automatically polymorphing the enemy when they use their LB. Both of these are packaged together and sold to people for real money. So yeah, the people who cheat in PvP are actually also paying to cheat in PvP. You may have seen these screenshots from the Reddit thread, but what is actually available to people is a lot more powerful. These don't even scratch the surface. This is just a changelog. And more than that, the developer of these plugins is continuing to develop them. Most of the creators that I've watched who've made videos on it have just settled on reading the Reddit thread and reacting, but I actually joined the Discord and I went undercover. they wiped the messages in the Discord shortly after I joined, but I was able to gather some crucial information, so you didn't wipe it fast enough. First, what the mods are capable of doing. So each class has their own specific toolkit of bullshit abilities that the script developer has allowed them to have. I'm not going to go over every single one, but I will show a few examples on screen here, such as stealing kills, auto silence, and execute for Bard and Machinist, respectively. In addition to class-specific skills, they also have this generic toolkit that enables you to auto guard, to cancel LBs, or show the people who are targeting you. This trivializes most parts of Crystalline conflict, and before you think you can't win games alone, here are a couple of screenshots I managed to snag from their Discord before the channel was wiped. So there's this one where this person is already in Crystal, and this one with somebody who got to Crystal with 50 wins. So that's pretty insane. They would have had to win pretty much every single game with that. In fact, most of the PvP channel, before it was scrubbed, was people bragging about getting to Crystal insanely easily. The developer even has a tier list they've posted on which classes are the most viable to use the add-on with unsurprisingly, the most OP classes also at the beginning, or the S tier. And new features and new ways to totally fuck over the legitimate people that are playing the game are added very frequently, with the developer charging money for each specific class. You actually have to pay over $75 US for full access, which apparently is a small price to pay for some people. The changelog posted on Reddit seemed as if it hasn't been updated, but the script developer is posting new scripts all the time. So that is the actual power of these mods. And that, moving on a little bit, I want to discuss the second part of this, which is the cope. I want to discuss how the community of people who use these plugins discuss their usage of them and how they feel about people complaining about it. I'm mostly putting this part into the video because it totally boils my blood and pisses me off. But yeah, there's only a couple of examples here because they nuked most of the Discord, but they truly do not give a shit about the people that they are steamrolling. They don't seem to believe it gives them a significant advantage either. It's like there's this cognitive dissonance where, aside from the few that are like in it for the lulz or just to cheat, a lot of them believe they're actually good at the game and just use the hacks because they are available to them. This should go without saying, but if you have to cheat in a game, you suck. That's really all there is to it. I know the people in that Discord react to all the videos that are made on the topic, so if you are seeing this and you use this hack, then you suck. There's no, oh, but I'm good at it because blah, 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 which is a lot of the cope that I see in that Discord. And other than that, it's just laughing at the people who they steamroll. So finally, I just want to pose the question of if there is any solution to this. I've seen a lot of people put solutions forward. I've seen people suggest like easy anti-cheat, something like that, but Square Enix said explicitly that they will not monitor the programs on people's computers. So that makes implementing software like that basically impossible. They can't record games or player actions with their already stressed server space, and machine learning models leave too many false flags, like auto bot detection. If you have ideas for the solution, feel free to comment below. The only solution that comes to my mind is having a more thorough reporting system in-game. Without the ability to report players for hacking, people can be completely overt with what they use. At least if you could report people, then perhaps people would be more subtle about it. But honestly, the people in that Discord are not even afraid of being banned. I didn't want to include this at the beginning part of the video because I don't want to, encourage people, but the ban rate for this appears to be basically 0. People aren't getting punished for this. They're not getting banned for it. This should go without saying that you're a piece of shit if you use this stuff. But the fact is, if there is no bans being given out, then there's no incentive for people not to use them, which is unfortunate. And Square Enix really needs to do something about it, or their game mode is totally going to die. Yeah, so the implementation of a sophisticated detection tool alongside a more fleshed out reporting system is not just a suggestion, but it is mandatory if you want to keep the game mode alive. That's it. That's all there is to this video. Hopefully this was helpful. I wanted to make this video a little more theatric or cinematic, but I just keep seeing people putting out videos with just completely incorrect information in it. And yeah, so I wanted to put this out to combat some of that. So make sure you guys stay educated, keep yourself safe, and apologies if you run into hackers in PvP. I'll see you guys with my next video. Hopefully I feel a little better.